up, y'all? It's your boy, one and only A Switch. Bringing you yet another episode of Switch's Sights, episode 55. Today's date is May 14th, 2020. Also, aka 60-time social distancing champion, aka the Orange Chicken Crusader, aka the Negro Whisperer, bringing you another episode of Switch's Sights again, because I missed that part. And I apparently totally fucked up the whole recording of this podcast. That's why I'm recording it yet again. So apparently messing with RTX voice. When I booted up the PC, it's still technically my fault regardless, because I didn't think to do a check before recording. And basically, I was playing it back. I sound like a fucking Pokemon. Like those cries in the freaking early Pokemon Game Boy games. That's exactly what I fucking sound like. It's kind of funny, but I'm kind of mad at the same time, because pretty much I did that all for nothing. Because I can't do anything with that. Straight up Pokemon cries. That's all. On this version of Switch's Sights, we have just Pokemon cries. That's all you get. So, I guess I'm going to try to remember everything I said before and do it again. My first, I feel like there's got to be a term for this. First struggle recording of the show. My first and hopefully last. Damn it. Oh yeah. So, Epic Game Store, they did release GTA 5. So, for like what, maybe the two of you that don't have GTA 5 for PC, now's your chance to get it free on Epic Game Store. Freaking took down the whole server as expected, even though at the same time it's like, it's been on PC. I mean, I feel like everybody who wants it got it, but then, hey, free is free. So, I mean, hell, I got it for Steam and Rockstar's site. And then I'm like, well, I might as well just get it again. Why not? I mean, it's free. So probably a lot of those people are probably in the same mindset. So I get it as well. But yeah. I think outside of that, oh yeah, I mean, with the current pandemic is only getting worse. People still not listening, I think, because now we have yet 3 more months, specifically at least in LA, but 3 more months of funness that is staying your ass home. So, that's great. I mean, depending on who you are, but yeah. So outside of that, hopefully people are occupying themselves, staying busy mentally, maybe physically. I mean, depending on your mindset. I don't know. But yeah. Outside of that, let's stop the dilly-dally and get right into it again, because I fucked up the whole damn recording. So I only have myself to blame. So first topic of discussion. I'm still laughing on how sound like a straight Pokemon, man. Straight fucking Pokemon. Oh man. It was atrocious, and I should have been paying attention because as I was recording, I mean, multiple people were telling me it. I didn't know how horrible it was. I was thinking like, oh, yeah, oh no, I could fix that in post, and I could not fucking fix that in post. Hell no, that is unsalvageable. Oh, they're saying, oh, there's some weird static, but like straight loud ass, just disruptive static of just like what I hate. Again, I have myself to blame solely for that. Um, yeah. So first topic of the discussion, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 has been announced. Apparently, weirdly enough, Tony revealed this news maybe like I think technically a day before by I guess texting people. I think he has, and I don't know what this damn weird ass texting thing is where like you've seen a lot of celebrities or big YouTubers doing it where like they willingly give out a number. I'm pretty certain it's not their actual number, but some number that lets them access text in a different maybe manner than traditional text or something like that. I'll try to do some more research on that because I'm very curious how that works. And I think just the appeal that they're just giving out their number. I think people are like, oh wow, it's his number. Well, I mean, obviously it's a way to get to and contact the person, but I don't know. Something just seems like up with that. Like there's something to that. I don't know. Something like just disjointed that I personally wouldn't get any fulfillment if it's like, let's say somebody I'm a huge fan of. I don't know. I think just it's weird, but I digress. Before that, I guess this was on his actual birthday that he revealed this that, hey guys, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, happy birthday to me. But yeah, so Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 made by the actual developers of the first games. I think the first 3 Vicarious Visions. So that's good. It's I think that's probably the biggest notable component of this because I mean you could do this and then like have maybe some totally unknown developer and you don't know how they're gonna actually treat the IP versus other people. Because I think I forgot who did, and let me fact check that actually. Let me feel like in those movies. Let me fact check real quick. Let me fact check. Robomodo. I have no clue who that is. What are their creds? Oh God. Yeah, they were like associated with all the horrible Tony Hawk games. So it kind of makes sense. Tony Hawk Ride, they made. Tony Hawk Shred, don't even remember that one. And of course, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Yeah. It's pretty understandable why they ended ties with this developer. So they're still in business? Maybe. The website's expired though. Or is it? Yeah, the website's going. I think they're done. Yeah, according to going by this track record, all the other games aren't even notable really. I don't recall. Monster Flash, Gobbler's Escape, Hunger Games, Catch and Fire, Panem Run, Skateboard Slam, Big League Sports Connect, In Time. Yeah, and according to the gameography of them, yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 was the last one. Pretty sure that one wasn't the nail in the coffin. So, but yeah, it's definitely great. They are back with Vicarious Visions. That's probably the biggest, I'd say, sigh of relief that this is in good hands and that it's going to be pretty good. So, yeah. There's also going to be some features that weren't in the original game, of course. Create a player will actually be in here, as well as online. So that's pretty cool. I assume all the games we knew and love, hopefully, from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or Thug, Tony Hawk's Underground. That was my favorite. And that's, I guess, yeah, that was the one that actually got me into Tony Hawk, if anything. Just the whole cool open world aspect and basically rags to riches type story. Growing with your character, going through trials and tribulations. It feels like it's always some cookie cutter some damn cookie cutter story. Whenever it's like sports related, it's like, oh, you big time now, huh, chump. And then you like at the top of the top, and then something horrible happens. Of course, it's like it's not a sports rags to riches story unless somebody crosses your back, does something evil, and now you back to square one and gotta prove yourself again. And then right after that, some big final defining tournament, you win, and then you're now the best person in history to ever do it. I have yet to hear or find any game that does not, with that rags to riches trope, not do that. But then again, I haven't really played too many sports rag to riches type games, but I assume a lot of it is the more or less the same. But all in all, pretty dope. Collector's edition is kind of interesting. It got a limited edition full size birdhouse skateboard deck. So I guess hey, you want to get a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater deck. I guess it's artificially signed by Tony Hawk. That's kind of cool. Not in my alley, but it's interesting. I mean, I'll assume you really like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Maybe that would speak to you. I don't know, but cool stuff though. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Give it a shot. Yeah, I was not impressed by Tony Hawk's HD, and now I know why. It was made by the same people that made Ride and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, which are admittedly some of the worst. But I think this is definitely a good step in the right direction of bringing Tony Hawk back to its prime, if anything, because I think just the general like gameplay loop and whatnot is pretty solid, at least specifically from playing Thug, and I think I played a couple other games after that. I played a bit of Thug 2, I think Project 8, I think a little bit of American Wasteland as well, but I felt like Thug was just that sweet spot for me personally. Having not played the original 1 and 2, but maybe that's just me. But hey, I mean, if you want to think about the next game, I mean, Thug wouldn't be too bad to remake. I wouldn't mind it. I hope they let you do in this game where you take a horrible ass picture on like a flip phone at the time, where you can actually program your face in the game like you could in Thug. Probably obviously more smarter technology than that, like what they're doing with 2K and stuff, where you can actually legitimately put your face in the game. So that I assume you could do that, because I know you can at least do it back then. I'm not sure about the more recent Tony Hawk games, but all in all, I'm looking forward to it. Taking it back to the basics legitimately this time, not like half-assed and whatnot. I think one kind of slight downside is I believe they said that they didn't get the full set of music that was originally in those games. So there will be some missing songs compared to the original, but they said they were able to get what they got. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, moving on. This earlier today, They did stream the state of play for Ghost of Tsushima, so they showed like in depth what the game was or kind of what to expect. So I guess one component I wasn't aware of that actually is actually going to be free roam or open world. I thought it was going to be more linear than it is, but actually it seems to be way more open world than at least what I was expecting. You seem to be only able to navigate via horse, at least from what they showed. Maybe potentially you can like use one of those cool what do you call them? The things you can fly in. Not necessarily a kite, a glider. Think a glider. Those cool like Japanese gliders they used to like rock in that feudal period, I believe. That'd be kind of cool. Outside of that, the graphics really good. They show like some like I guess subtle signs they can go by to go to certain areas. Like they were showing like trails of smoke that indicate somebody needs help, and you can save whoever's in trouble. I'm not sure. I got the vibe that maybe it potentially could be like something like what you call it. What is it? Like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5 where like, you get the random request of people that need help. You can optionally save them or you could save them or not. It's totally up to you. Something like that. I'm guessing maybe to kind of at least keep you playing if you are like yearning to die playing it after beating it or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got there. They show collectibles and stuff where you can get these certain items that boost you in certain ways, typical game stuff I got there. Then they started showing the gameplay. I definitely got a lot of vibes, a lot of what is it called? Way of the Samurai vibes. I guess specifically with the stances. I know it's in other games, but the combat didn't feel like as fast as other games. So that's what kind of maybe led me away from it being similar to Neo or Sekiro. It felt more slower and methodical, which is more in line with Way of the Samurai's combat. So that's definitely at least is the closest it reminded me to of another game. But it seemed to have a unique twist to it where it did at the same time have an emphasis on parrying, kind of similar to, Sekiro had parries. Yeah, kind of pretty much similar to Sekiro in terms of parrying, but also a little bit of Onimusha blended in there, for added taste. Cause, at least with Onimusha, you can like do those sweet ass freaking parries, or I forgot what they called them. I think, I forgot the term. I think it's like ukami or something like that. It was some specific term they used for it, but basically, if you timed the attack button right before they were about to attack, you would instantly kill them. And that's kind of the gist, at least the vibe I got from the gameplay. They showed like him timing attack at the right time, and it will instantly kill the person. And then you can kind of somewhat get a flow going or vibe going, which again kind of reminds me a little bit of Way of the Samurai, where you can kind of do that as well. If you get this, I guess this what is that term where you like feel everything and everything like becomes in sync. Damn term for that. Flow. I think that's the term. It might be some other way to describe it, but something like that. They did like show dismemberment. It wasn't as glorified or gory as like maybe other games, but it was definitely there, notable. All in all, looked good. Nothing that I guess just like, wow, this is great. I have to play this now. But it's something like once I get into my hands, I think I'll definitely enjoy more. They also showed like the stealth a stealth method of doing it seems like they said the same battle. So basically you play the same battle, but in a more stealth aspect. So you be sneaking up on people, doing, death from above and chaining, stealth kills and stuff like that. Hella, hella, tense you buys for sure. Smoke bombs and stuff like that. Nothing like, I guess, like, wow, this is Ghost of Tsushima, it didn't, and I guess that's maybe my overall impression of the game is that, like, at least from what we saw from here, is like, it's more or less the same. It feels like, in terms of like any other kind of a samurai stealth ninja type game. But again, I was saying, like, probably after I start playing it, getting the vibe and groove of it all, I'll probably like, yeah, it's probably a pretty great game. But I mean, at least from what I saw, I know there's probably some more unique defining things that they'll probably show us later, closer to a release. But for here, I was like, more or less the same than what I was before seeing it. So nothing that took away from it. If anything, just was just the same. Definitely looking forward to playing it, but not like as giddy or like hyped to play it as, like, let's say other games, Last of Us 2 and things like that. So all in all, pretty cool. Definitely satisfied with what I saw. At least answered a lot of questions I did have. I wasn't really sure about how the game was, but now you definitely get a vibe of at least the direction they're about to go towards, with this when it does come out, July 17th, pretty sure. So after that, I think later in the week they did reveal Mafia Trilogy. They dropped the trailer, but basically Mafia 1, Mafia 2, Mafia 3, all remastered. I guess I'm not sure really what the deal is with Mafia 3, since that technically came out this generation, and it's gonna come out only, or at least currently on current platforms, Xbox One, PS4, and Epic Game Store. But obviously the biggest, I guess, marquee game out of the collection is definitely the original Mafia, since that's probably, it has the most to gain from this treatment of being remade. So, at least from what we saw in the trailer and the graphics, screenshots, Jesus, looks damn beautiful. Cars, environment, streets with the, little water, little puddles, just some good ass looking puddles. Let me tell you. All this damn leaves blowing. It's great. Fantastic. But yeah, that's probably, at least for me, that would be the biggest interest if I were to get this collection, is specifically playing the first one, since at least way back I did play it originally, and it was rough around the edges. But when you're a kid and you play like horrible games, it's this weird just filter of like, this game is good. I mean, I think just like ownership, where it's like, hey, I invested in this game, I got good grades to get this game, so you know what, I can't get no game for a while. Hey, this game is great. All right, it's a little rough here and there, but hey, overall this is a good game. So you don't want to feel like just shunned by the purchase you made. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I didn't beat it, but it definitely had some rough patches, but I was having a good time. I recall. Yeah, but some damn missions, like kind of similar to GTA, just straight annoying, irritating, aggravating, all of the above. But hey, it is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see when it comes out. I think they're giving us a full trailer next week that's going to go into more detail about everything. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Nothing I really would have seen coming, but at the same time, pretty welcome, I'd say. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot Stadia too. That's, I guess, it's hard to get excited about Stadia currently at this point until they do something really notable, get some like killer app exclusive, which we have yet to see. If anything, they're just like indie games or timed exclusive indie games. But yeah. And more depressing news. I mean, if you was trying to go to Tokyo Game Show, you can't because it's been canceled like everything else. Nobody going anywhere this year. All right. 2020, the year for nobody. Right. I said it right here. 2020, the year for nobody. So, if you wanted to go to Tokyo Game Show, you can't because it's been canceled. Just reminding you, that's all. I just had to put that out there. Also talking about what we talked about last week, at least a continuation or aftermath of that in terms of Inside Xbox event. So basically, that event has been canceled. I don't know why I keep doing that. That's not true. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. But in regards to the disappointing, I think I would assume pretty general reception of disappointment in terms of the Inside Xbox event. Aaron Greenberg, the head of marketing for Xbox, he said in response to those criticisms, had we not said anything and just shown May Inside Xbox show like we did last month, I suspect reactions might have been different. Clearly, we set some wrong expectations, and that's on us. We appreciate all the feedback and can assure you we will take it all in and learn as a team. Praying hands, heart. So, I think this is kind of harken back in terms of like just the overall theme. I think vibe. I think a lot of people would get in terms of Xbox's representation so far in terms of the kind of road to releasing a Series X is that just overall transparency and honesty. I think is pretty refreshing, specifically for Xbox in terms of previous history before, in regards to Don Matrick with the original Xbox One initial release, like just oh my god, it's so damn tone deaf, man. It was like it's horrible. It was something about like, yeah, people had like suspicions about obviously the very controversial decisions they were gonna plan to make at the time of like always on authentication checks, no physical games and stuff like that. And then well, if you don't like that, well, we do have another resolution or solution for that, and that's the Xbox 360. All right. Fuck you and just get an Xbox 360. Shut the fuck up. All right. Just get that if you want. Because no, we're not going to change for our customers. Like, what? What? And obviously that bit them in the ass. But now with different management and changes, it seems, yeah, definitely now, I think they're in the right track where they need to be for sure. Just being very transparent, honest, receptive to feedback, which is, I think, very appreciated, and I think is going to definitely help them way more in the long run than it, obviously did before last generation. So, definitely respect it for sure. That at least they're responsive and, not criticizing, but just taking in the feedback and, kind of trying to do better. And, hey, you can't get mad at people trying to do better. I mean, I got my Xbox fanboy hat on. I love how I'm saying this. I have a fucking Xbox on the back. Okay, I have a PlayStation. I have a Switch. All right, I'm not a fanboy. All right, I do prefer Xbox, but I like both. All parties. All right, damn. God. So, keeping in line with that, the other side of the console war, Unreal Engine 5 was also revealed later this week. And pretty impressive from what I saw. It wasn't anything that blew my mind, at least, but it's definitely a lot of aspects I could see. I guess one put together potentially lead into some like stunning visuals. So basically, Epic, they dropped a trailer showing a demo, showing in-game footage of a demo game. It doesn't seem like a legitimate game that's going to release or anything like that. But they did reveal that this is all on the PlayStation 5, which is crazy. So they showed straight up gameplay of, kind of what to expect in, some aspects of using Unreal Engine 5. Seems to be overall way more efficient in a lot of aspects in terms of, generating, presumably aspects in the environment and stuff like that. But yeah, it was cool, but I don't know. I guess it just wasn't anything that just like wowed me in particular. Like, wow, I've never seen that before. It like, at least from like screenshots and everything I'm seeing, it seemed like this is something that could technically be made in our current generation, which I guess is the problem I had. But I do kind of attribute some of that to kind of just YouTube's quality overall in terms, whenever you upload something to YouTube, the quality is slightly degraded from what it originally is when it gets, before it's uploaded to YouTube, if that makes sense. So I do feel like some of that might be coming into play where it's like, maybe there's some finite details that are kind of missing that otherwise I would maybe see more clearly and more defined, like, oh, okay, yeah, you can't do that on our current generation. But from everything I saw, it seemed like you could to some extent, or just maybe some trickery here and there, or maybe my eyesight is just going away, which, I can accept that. But again, I mean, it's like, obviously, playing physical media or whatever, any type of media, anything downloaded versus streamed is definitely going to look, automatically way better. So I think let's say if I did have this video downloaded and saw it like physically versus streamed, I think I would have a greater appreciation for it. But I saw it in 4K and everything, and it's like, it looks really good, but it's like, what makes this different from seeing it in any other light, I guess. But, I guess that's just me, as well as, trying to go solely off YouTube, which is not a good source specifically for quality, or, just having that benefit of the doubt, just knowing that going in. So yeah, maybe I'll do some searching, maybe try to get the actual physical media, digital file to actually play it and see it in its actual environment versus, streamed outside of that. But overall, it's definitely just in terms specifically of the kind of efficiency of developing and things like that, it seems pretty cool overall. So I'm definitely looking forward to, for sure. So I guess technically we got some gameplay for PlayStation 5. I guess if you count Godfall, the one game they announced at the Game Awards, but I don't think that was actual gameplay. But, hey, this is technically in-game gameplay for PlayStation 5. Next gen. A new experience in gaming. Are you ready? Moving on. Capcom recently had a earnings call, and on that revealed some interesting details in regards to just predictions and predictions of fiscal year of 2021, and it was some interesting revelations. Probably the first notable one is first revealing that they plan to ship 28 million in sales of the fiscal year, with specifically multiple major new titles. So for Capcom, who has definitely one of the best consistent majority of very favorable intellectual properties, that's saying a lot, I'd say, because it's a lot of potential there. So one we can really already scratch is RE8, because that's all but confirmed at this point. What else? Probably Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Yeah, they probably count that as a new title, I would assume. What I personally would want is of course Resident Evil Outbreak remake, or either or. Because I don't know about this Resistance stuff, but we'll see. Possibly Street Fighter 6. It's been 5 years? Seems like a proper time period, at least to get that ball rolling. What else? Fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 4 potentially. Who knows if that may come to be. Of course, maybe some new IPs, maybe being revived, rebooted. Onimusha is definitely one I'd want. Considering our dreams of Dino Crisis, which is still befuddles me that they have not thought of bringing that back. That would be such a prime candidate to be rebooted, remade. But hey, it's not my call. But all in all, just the potential, multiple major new titles that implies a lot. So, but hey, it's nice to dream, fantasize, playing co-op with Virgil Dante, playing new characters, actually have good netcode for Street Fighter 6 and or Marvel vs. Capcom 4, if that is actually a thing. One can dream hard and long, Why does that sound weird? Moving on. Yeah, that just felt weird. In terms of Evo Online, just saying that always chuckles makes me fucking laugh, because I instantly reference to the memes that were going around regarding playing Evo Online, where they're basically recapping some of the the big moments of Evo, like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Justin, you have been disconnected. Oh man, that is so dumb. It's funny at the same time. Oh man, oh my cheeks. Justin, you've been disconnected. This dude rage quit, but it legitimately rage quit. Either way, we did get some more details in regards to Evo Online, which was kind of up in the air because, hey, they were like, hey, we Don't worry, Evo is still a thing. We're introducing Evo Online. And they were like, what? How's that gonna work? What? What? So we did get some more details. So we have 5 weekends of fighting games. So still weird how that's gonna work out, but I guess maybe they're maybe trickling things out or maybe mitigating a lot of the open entry of people. It's hard to say, or I guess just doing specific games during those weekends, I guess. It seems like it's a lot of possibilities, but yeah, so basically 5 weekends, and the biggest omission definitely is the removal of Smash Ultimate. RIP Smash. You didn't have a chance. You didn't have a chance. One of the worst online experiences in fighting games probably today. Smash Online. So totally understandable why it got cut, but still unfortunate either way. Because I mean, if it just wasn't for the horrible online, Smash would be like damn near perfect. But yeah, hopefully this lights a fire under Nintendo Sakurai to ideally make improve the online and make it viable to actually play online. But yeah, it's like it sucks, but at the same time, it's totally everybody understands. Like, yeah, we get it. So people were saying, "Hey, if Smash in, I'm playing Ganondorf." So yeah, I get it. Yeah, totally understand. But definitely good for all the other games still included. Under Night in Birth, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 is questionable. Tekken even you can kind of question too. Soul Calibur 6, Grand Blue Fantasy, Samurai Showdown. So all in all, pretty good. Also, they added, I guess, presumably in place of Smash, Killer Instinct. So that's pretty cool, which is from what I hear is definitely one of the best fighting game netcode out there. So that's pretty cool. Having Killer Instinct come back appropriately in the online only environment is pretty cool. And at least for the open online tournament, they're having it for MK11, Killer Instinct, Them's Fighting Herds. I forgot that. I think that's new too. I don't think that was included, as well as Skullgirl. I don't believe that was included in the original lineup at the time. So that's pretty cool all around. Hey, I'm just saying, watch out. Them's Fighting Herds, Evo 2020 online champion. Look no further. Look no further. All right. I'm declaring it right now. Pony Express Bruno. That's my character right there. All right. Pony Man Umbra. That's my dude. All right. That's my main. Don't mess with him because he's gonna fuck you up. Pony Man Umbra. Watch out. All right. I'm just saying, you don't want that smoke. Just putting that out there. You don't want that smoke. You don't want it. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. Sorry. But yeah, all in all, I think they're definitely going about it a good way as to try to maybe mitigate, potential rage quitters or disconnects. And then, how is that going to work if, like, let's say somebody's fighting, have a real competitive match, and then somebody maybe disconnects out of their own, out of their control. How's that getting handled, taken care of? A lot of variables to consider. then how they're going to manage the pools for, the people that are doing that way. Like, is it, I would assume maybe it's going to be like a Discord, dedicated Discord group server that lets you, have or is organized by each pool, and then hey, such and such is up. Get connected. Give me your code. Blah blah blah. I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how one it's played out on the back end, and then two how is it going to be kind of portrayed overall. And then we forgot to mention like the Tournament of Champions. So my prediction with that is that they're probably gonna at least the people that have been vetted in terms of winning multiple previous championships before of respective games, actually having that, and then probably might be flown or at a dedicated place where they actually will play like in semi close proximity while also being aware and kind of abiding by the social distancing guidelines, and then broadcasting that like traditionally like they would before is my suspicion, prediction, and that like how they're going to handle that. I don't see them playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 online on 360. Yeah, that just does not seem like that's going to happen online on 360, even though the server's technically still up. Could do that, but I doubt most people. Yeah, considering the restrictions of that, like you have to one have bought Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then two have a working 360 available, and then three have an account that actually was able to buy it and can re-download it, because if you didn't buy it then, you can't access the game now. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but it is a good indication in terms of how, at least, God forbid if this happens, this whole situation happens again, that we'll have some kind of way to counter it, fight against it, So, yeah. All in all, interesting stuff. Very interested to see how this is going to play out. But yeah, in other news, in terms of just weirdness, just weirdness altogether, is Square Enix has this weird ass promotion that basically if you purchase make over $100 in purchases in their store, you'll get a free COVID-19 edition Square Enix mask, labeling and all. So yeah, just something about that just seems very dirty and weird and depressing as well, but just weird, man. Like we're in those times right now that now people are starting to somewhat capitalize off of face masks. Very weird. Very, very weird. But yeah, just had to bring that up because, like, what? Really? I guess? Sure. All right. Yeah. But I digress. All right. Outside of that, pretty much covers news for the week. So yeah. Let's cover what I've been up to gaming wise. So games I played: Modern Warfare. Yeah, so I was trying to get all the challenges for the season. I think there's only like 20 days left for this season before season 4. So pretty much got most of them. I think I just have to unlock all the levels of this season. I think I'm on 144. So I got like maybe 11 more levels now. So yeah. So I've been trying to rank up, get these dumbass challenges It's this one dumb one that you have to freaking kill like 50 people on a damn tank. Which is like, I don't know. I feel like that's probably my one gripe with these challenges is that they're cool. They keep you engaged and playing for the most part, but some of these, like, I don't like how they kind of promote you to play just to play for that purpose. So basically, when you start, because obviously the only way to get these kills is by playing ground war, which is basically like a 32 versus 32 battle. And then when you do that, they spawn a IAV, which is basically a tank, like maybe every 15 minutes. And after it does that, then everybody's running and trying to get in it. And then if only two people can get in the tank, so anybody else that's trying to get the challenge has to wait or actually play the game. But then you have people that are waiting at the spawn for another tank to spawn in order to actually play and get the challenge, which I feel just takes away from the spirit of the challenge, where it's like something that you're more than likely most likely gonna do, but it's not a huge barrier where you have to go completely out your way to do something, or not make the number ridiculously high, like 50 kills. That's like how about maybe 15, 20 at the most? But at the end of the day, I still did it though. So it's like, what does that even mean? So I don't know. But I did definitely take advantage of the one playlist they had last weekend, which was what was it? Shoot the Ship, or Shipment 24/7, where it's just straight shipment all day. And that's literally what I did all weekend, was play Shipment, ranking up my weapons, specifically the new weapons that came out, the LMG and the the marksman rifle. So I straight up literally used up all my damn tokens, my double XP, double weapon XP token, and double XP token, and like straight grinded those, as well as pistols. Pretty much all the pistols I had. I didn't unlock a Kimbo for them, dual wield, which for a lot of those it at least was broken at the time. So I ended up doing that. I pretty much freaking ranked up everything that I wanted to, at least this past weekend, which was it was pretty fun actually. Just playing. I've never played a map more times consistently in my life. Maybe in some demos here and there, but like Shipment has gotta be probably the most played map I've ever played, like consistently. At least in recent memory, I don't know. But outside of that, yeah, had a good sense of fulfillment playing it. Don't have too much to go. Got all the hard, annoying stuff out the way, like getting juggernauts, getting freaking what's the other one? Not Pavlo, but darn it, the one other helicopter that does not come to me. But yeah, get 333 kills with a weapon with 3 attachments on it. Like, or okay, I guess I'll do it. I did it. Okay, I guess I kind of had fun with it, but it sounds like a crackhead. It's like, I don't want it, but the fact that you want me to get it, but I do kind of want to get it, but the fact that you want me to get it, I kind of don't, but I still do get it. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I did. But after the fact, I did kind of like it. So What does that say? I don't know. Either way, yeah, that was pretty much Modern Warfare. Yeah, almost 24/7, but kind of like peppered in between that, I was getting some Gears tactics, Gears tactics in. Um, Man, that game is pretty great. I'm still surprised by how good how much I am enjoying that. Not even factoring in the whatchamacallit, the Gears fandom of it all. But geez, even on its own, I mean that definitely is a reasonable component. I'm not even gonna lie about that, but it's just like you have all the fun stuff of Gears, but in tactical form, which is pretty fulfilling, you know. Just getting that payoff about making the right move, right decision, and you know, having your whole team alive, which I did. My tactical prowess was getting it like tested in terms of some of the missions where, you know, some of those missions are just dumb. Where it's one in particular where you have to freaking what is it? You have to get like a set amount of boxes, and as you're progressing each turn, this field increases, and as it increases, there's like more opportunities for these enemies called the Sis or Nemesis that will hit anybody within the range after the turn is over. And it's just like, it's just annoying. It wasn't nothing fun about it. And that's the one thing I think I have an issue with the game so far, is that like it seems to, I think it's a problem with like a fair amount of games, that they artificially add length when they don't need to. It just seems like they were just adding length just to add length, which is just, it's always annoying at times. But you know, in this one, at least in the specific part in the game I'm at, that's kind of the issue I've been having. So, but outside of that, I have to say, yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying the game. I'm not even sure where I'm at. I feel like I'm getting close to the end, but I think maybe I'm not. But I don't even know. I looked it up. I'm like, the game's like 20 hours. I think if you do everything technically, I feel like I played 6 to 10. So I think maybe I haven't technically scratched the surface, or, you know, halfway. But I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty much just been Gears Tactics and Modern Warfare. I plan to freaking start playing hard mode of Final Fantasy VII, but I still have to get back to that. I dropped Near Automata, dropped freaking The Outer Worlds. I felt like I was pretty close to that. So much gamer guilt, man. So much stuff I want to complete, but you know, I have to immediately get these challenges before they go away, because of this immense fear of missing out, you know. But I digress. Outside of that, I guess other media wise, boy, The Office, man. I've been thoroughly engaged with that damn show. I'm on season 8 so far now. I'm pretty much in the arc with Michael Scott has left, and Andy is now basically the regional manager, and the weird dude, I forgot his name, the super smart CEO guy, or the guy that managed to freaking go to Joe and take her CEO position spot. She willingly gave it to him, and now he's the CEO. I didn't even see that freaking happening at all. I thought like, oh no, this guy is not even going to be hired. And clearly, lo and behold, he's freaking CEO over the position he was initially interviewing for. Dude was freaking creepy as hell, weird as hell, but thoroughly enjoying that arc. Man, yeah, it's kind of disappointed I didn't watch it sooner, but I did. If now's any time, it is now. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think currently I'm in the episodes where Dwight and Jim and a couple other characters are, and they are in Florida where they're trying to get Saber into the stores and trying to do that. Now they're going back on that, and then I guess Dwight's potentially gonna get fired. So I think I'm in that episode, whichever one that is, but I know specifically I am in season 8. I'm in episode 20-ish something, but thoroughly enjoying that. Part of me is like, man, I was like, kind of in disbelief how Steve Carell, aka Michael Scott, is just straight gone. It felt, when he left, it felt very conclusive, but part of me was hoping like, man, they're just gonna keep looking for people until Michael just comes back. I know it, and yeah, it's like what it felt like, a full blown season and a half, and he's not come back. So I'm like, I don't think he is. I think he probably did something very major, I'm guessing, or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah. Outside of that, that's pretty much been it, man. Gaming and gaming in the office, which I'm not mad about. Okay. But I think that will conclude this episode of Switches Sites, episode 55. If you're listening to this podcast on your favorite podcasting platforms, feel free to like, rate, and subscribe. Good or bad, any feedback's appreciated. What else? Oh yeah, you can also catch me recording this live on Twitch TV/aswitch, where, like what happened this episode, that of course just audio issues want to happen. So maybe this whole episode is just non-existent now that I messed the damn audio up. But hey, you know what? That's life. All right. You know what? You keep getting hit. You keep getting hit. At one point, you're going to get back up. At one point, you're going to get back up and say no. Then you're going to sock them in the face. That's what you got to do sometimes. All right. Don't back down. I mean, when you're down, you got to get back up. When you're down, you got to get back up. But if you're already down, stay down for a bit so you can rest, then get back up. Or, if you're already up, maybe you want to go down for a bit, then you can get back up. If you know what I mean. All right. Maybe this is going over people's heads because you're not seeing the bigger picture, Let me stop the fake preachy stuff. Need to get me a book. The More You Go. The More You Go by A-Switch. There you go. Just like, what does that even mean? I don't know. That's what you need to know. The more you go. Getting dumb. Yeah. Oh, any questions you have, submit to the show. Feel free to submit them at aswitchtv@gmail.com. Had to recall what that actually was. I think that's it. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, you can also catch me on Twitter at twitter.com, or no, catch me on Twitter at a switch, where admittedly I like big butts and other stuff, but I do post ignorant stuff too. Very, very, pretty much all game related with a little bit of booty here and there. So I mean, hey, if video game and booties is your thing, I mean, hey, you know, I might be a conduit, be a conduit for booties and games. A switch. I said it right here. Um, what? Your conduit for booties and video games. Just had to take a moment to process that. Either way, everybody be safe. Don't cough on yourself and other people. You might you might get you might get clapped in probably more ways than one, if you know what that means. So um yeah, yeah, don't cough. Yeah, that's better. That's better. That's a better general term. Don't cough. All right. Don't cough. Get your game on.